What's up? Going live, didn't tell nobody. We'll see what happens. And why is my air conditioning not working? Huh. What's going on? I see one person in the chat. Talk about whatever you guys want. 2 people. Oh. So, what's been going on out there? Bills, water bill. Holy shit. Oh, man. So how you guys doing? Talk to me. Ricky B, what do you want to talk about? Bro, whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. I'm just here. I decided to go live. Got about an hour to kill. Will you stop wasting your talent on Jimmy? Absolutely not. Jimmy t-shirts. We worked on them again all day yesterday. Actually, it's up and ready. Everything, all the Jimmy stuff's ready. Well, not all of it. The problem is we ordered some stuff to make sure, like, we don't say, hey, go to this link and then order and blah, 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 and then it's screwed up. That's, so we ordered some stuff from it to see how it comes to us. And I got more, man, I should do Jimmy stories right now, as a matter of fact, Jonathan. I mean, you're laughing or crying. Are you going to mail Jimmy a shirt? Nah, I'm making buy one. I'm probably going to do there's going to be a lot of different kind of shirts. What is this? Progressive insurance. You could start getting car insurance as low as $79 a month tomorrow. Actually, I get it for $75, so they're fucked. Okay, Nicholas, are you going to nail Jimmy? You should mail Jimmy a t-shirt. Leon Swan, what's up, Leon? I like that one you put out today about the key at Terre Haute. Yeah, we'll see. Where's my other glasses, by the way? I don't want the Chomo glasses today. I got a good one somewhere. Hold on just 1 second, you guys. Give me just a second. Damn. All right, I'm coming. I can't believe, I think my air conditioning just went out. Son of a bitch. All right, so there. Yeah, so there's dude, you ain't seen nothing yet. For real, as far as the prison stuff. Yeah, it's coming. Shout out from down here in Little Rock, Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan. So how's it going up north? It's good. So we went camping over the weekend. Very different camping. Not on beaches, but in mountains, and without guns. Yeah. So Marta loved it. She slept like a baby. Meanwhile, I was worried about the bear that was stalking us most of the night. The first night. Yeah. So look, we went up on the trails. I did that live, whatever happened on that live Friday, right? So she's like, Saturday morning, I want to go on the trails. This is like my thing. She likes to go sometimes, right? So my car, so we go like for hours, and then all of a sudden she says, I want to go camping. I'm like, why didn't you say that before we left? I would have threw the gear inside. So we come back home, we go camping. By the time we get set up, it's dark. Okay. By the way, it was a pretty nice night, but I'm sweating my ass. I sweat real easy and I can't stop for a while. So we went to what's called the Bell Star Trail. There goes the air conditioning. It's called the Bell Star Trail. It's on Poto Mountain, and there's actually waterfalls on my Convict Inc. page. I think I have pictures of the waterfalls. Well, everything's dry right now. So we drove for hours, and this trail is so rocky, man. And I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind. I go hard. I go hard on the side by side, right? And she's down with it. Matter of fact, Friday when I did that, right before I did that live, I flipped. I didn't flip over. I flipped on one, and I had to get out of the vehicle, and I had to pull it, yank it down. And I've actually got a hairline fracture on my wrist that's been there for months. They're gonna have to re-break it, but that's a whole different story. So we set up the tent. Everything was great. We stayed up to like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I just got to bed, and I hear a bear for sure, right? So and you can smell bear when you get close to them. So what had happened was we put ammonia and bleach around the bear. I had to spray it, by the way. And I didn't know it. We camped right where the bear's been scratching its claws. And the bear was like confused, probably smelled some food in the ice chest. But this thing like stalked the campsite, like did a ring around where the bleach and ammonia was for a little while, and it kept me up. So I didn't have as good of a time as Marta. But yeah, but it is what it is. And now we've got a pretty decent camp spot. Probably, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna go when it's cold. Been waiting for a live. We want more Benny, Chris. So I'm actually waiting for a phone call from somebody. And Andreas Rodriguez, what's up? What's up? Shout out from down here in Little Rock. How's it going? Okay. So Jonathan, so yeah, so that's what we did. We went camping and gonna go to Hot Springs really soon. Look, I'm gonna get a primary residence in either probably north of us up in Fayetteville, but I'm not ruling out Hot Springs as of yet. I do want to move out of this jurisdiction. Um, yeah, as a primary residence, and that's coming pretty soon. Nice. Were you up in the Ozarks? No, I was in the Ouachita Mountains, so it's still part of the mountain range. Jonathan, like I said, Bellstar Trail. You can look it up, and it runs from Hot Springs. The mountain ranges come through Mean and all that. Same thing. Robert, you didn't poop your pants with bears. No, Steve. No, Steve and I didn't. I love the information you put out. It's so interesting. I just hate when you get dragged into that nonsense. Jonathan Still. Okay. Are you talking about the mob nonsense? Is that what you're saying? Check in from NYC. William Brooklyn. Much respect, Mr. Ross. I want to thank you for the great content. I'm leaving the shelter in Bronx into my own apartment. Your positive vibes help me. Okay, William. I hope so. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff about addiction here soon, by the way. I have so many people reaching out to me that knew me in prison and that are struggling with addiction. And I'm not the guy to like reach out to be honest. I got my own problems, right? However, there's a common theme. There's a common theme with all these guys. Mobland, I see you. Okay, bro. Sweet. We went up to Bell last year to ride ATVs on the trail. Beautiful up there. Okay, so that's my backyard. So Jonathan, that's my backyard. Like it took me 5 minutes to get to that trailhead. Not even. It takes 5 minutes. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. So anyway, the common theme I'm seeing is this: people are going back to prison for violating probation on dirty urines or alcohol or violation of probate for substance abuse. Many that have been out more than 1 or 2 years. It's a common thing that's happening right now. And according to the DMS, the diagnostic manual, whatever it's called, and according to my counselors, when I go like tomorrow, I'm going 1 o'clock. Addiction's a mental health. It's a mental health issue. It's a mental disorder, right? So they're putting people in prison for mental health issues, addiction issues. Anyway, so I'm going to start talking about that a lot here. Like, what's up, Joe? I see you. The information you put out. Thanks, Jonathan. Robert, you didn't poop your hands. No, nice. Jonathan, nice. We're up there. William Brooklyn. Jonathan, what is the one thing you've done since being home that is completely out of your comfort zone? Jonathan Steele, listen to me. Okay, I'll tell you. You guys want to know? One thing that I have, this world is out of my comfort zone. Jonathan, so you want to know what I struggle with the most right now? That's getting worse on me. So I've been out over a year. It's technology. I'm deteriorating in that fashion. It's causing me. I'm having anxiety and panic attacks that I've never had in my life. And it can be created by Marta saying something to me that just bugs me out. A probation office pissing me off for some reason, even though I don't know, don't even want to go there. And I'm having a lot. Man, I think it's more of a panic attacks too. I go to Dollar General. If I can't find an item, If I go to $1 General and there's Fruit Loops. I'm just making it up. I haven't had Fruit Loops since I've been out. Fruit Loops on aisle one, and I go to like aisle one in a different Dollar General, for example, and it's not there, and I don't know which way to go. I fucking bug out, and this is happening over and over again, and it's getting kind of like worse. So if you're saying comfort zone, man, I did better for the first 6 months I was out. Having said that, this year has been tough on me. It's been bittersweet. I'm free. Got an awesome wife who's mean, but she's awesome. And uh, but yeah, it's been tough with the family and all that stuff. And the anxiety levels are just increasing, and that's something I'm going to be working on. We'll see. I hope that answers your question, Jonathan. Sweet. We went up to Bellstar last year. Okay. Big Boy Blue, hi, what's up? Mobland, hi, bye. Bro, my mom lives in Hot Springs. You would love it, man. So, Jonathan, I lived in Hot Springs before. But when I lived in Hot Springs, I lived with do I want to say crack whore? Who I married. We lived in so I got out of prison. I met a prison pen pal. So Marta's not the first prison pen pal that I married. The first one was a girl that grew up and was raised in the trailer park and liked to hang out in the projects. And when we got together, I was about to get a big settlement and start dealing big drugs again. And I didn't want her like use me. So I didn't want to move into a nice part of town. So I decided to move into like a block away from the projects in Hot Springs. One of the worst decisions I ever made. So I put a crack whore in the projects, basically. And we all know how that turns out. Not very good. But Hot Springs, so that was that's where I brought Marta for, if you want to call it, our honeymoon. She came in from Little Rock, April or August the 13th of last year. And we stayed at the Arlington, which is old, by the way. Um, I used to go to the Lake Hamilton Resort. When I moved to Arkansas in the 90s, I went to Lake Hamilton Resort, and that was like boss, you know. I used to gamble. So me and my ex-wife and my two kids, which were babies, they had babysitting services in there. We stayed like 5 nights a week at the Lake Hamilton Resort, which is now a retirement home. And the owner's son liked cocaine, so it worked out really good for me, who was selling cocaine. Big Boy Blue Liver Channel, what's up? Hit the like button. Productions, Adam, Pain Like Me, Mobland, Sean, what's up? Plato, long time no see. Joey Frakes, what's up? What up? How you doing, bro? Big boy. Oh yeah, right on, man. Thank you, Sean. That guy got some anger issues. I just put out a video, Big Boy Blue. What did you put a video out of, Big Boy Blue? What up, Convict Dink, Jimmy Boy? Jimmy Boy. Hold on, Jimmy Boy. Hold on a second. Hold on. And I'm not going to say too much. Let me see. Jimmy Boy, did you send me a letter? That's all I'm going to say. Ron Gross, hey, Rob, how many blowback did you get about the cell keys? Also, when Steve comes back, I will. Every time you say something about Steve, it reminds me. Watch this. Let's do this right now. Steve S. Steve. I gotta be right next to his house tomorrow. And you want to know about the Dixie Mafia, right, Ron? Hold on. Wow, you have wrenches now. So Rick T, I do. What's going on? Not a lot. I don't know if I got a cold or what. Okay. Have you been all right? Yeah, I guess. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna be up there for some hours. You want to hang out? Yeah, I can do that. Oh. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to church tomorrow night. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be up there. I think I got an appointment at 1, so I'll go up there earlier, and we'll go get something to eat for lunch or whatever if you want. Okay. So there's guys that are asking. I'm on a live right now, and there's guys that keep asking about you, especially one in particular, like how's Steve? When's Steve coming back? And do you know anything about the Dixie Mafia?
Dixie Mafia?
Yeah. Was there any guys in an Arkansas state prison or anything like that?
What was that sheriff's name that was down there? He'd been a law enforcement. He got busted with a bunch of weed. Oh man, what was his name?
I'm not sure. You just woke up or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
I can tell. Okay, listen. So here's the deal. And also, did you see about that guy that busted out of prison in Arkansas, the rapist?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you tomorrow. I think you might know him. He's been down there a while, and he got out of one of the jails and he's still on the run. And I was thinking about doing a segment about him. So I was gonna and where he busted out a brickie on a work crew or something, and he had life, and he had life. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll call you in the morning.
All right, brother.
Okay, bye. All right, so Ron, I will see him tomorrow for sure. Let's go back. Hi, boy, Robert. I have one Mob Land. Okay, what's up, Rob? Joey Face, Big Boy Blue, Sean, putting it mildly. Hey, Rob, how many blowback did you get? So, Ron, we might look when it comes to the Bureau of Prison Stories. Oh no, I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry. I'm doing a live. Talk to you tomorrow. When it comes to the Bureau of Prison Stories, a lot of concern. Contacted big media heads and contacted law enforcement lawyers. Uh, you know, I mean, that one's nothing. That one's nothing. Okay. Okay, Mobby mate, you got vids coming, and I'm thinking I'd like to do some content with you in the future, MB. Okay, Adam Gross much sounds great, Adam. Who Joey? I'm retired Army paratrooper who hasn't drank in 6 years. Big boy blue. Okay, so you've been totally sober for 6 years? Shit. Big boy blue. So yeah. Um I haven't drank in 6 seconds. No. Um, so yeah, I've got a lot to work on. Um, yeah, I got a lot to work on. Let's just say that. But I am having these crazy shit that's happening. How common was rape in prison when you were inside? Corrective coaching solutions. Okay. Wow. So I gotta check you out. Corrective coach corrective coaching solutions. So you're like correctional officer, maybe. Um, it was not common, but it did happen. And I talked to a guy not long ago from Boston who will be on the show at some point, and he remembers a rape that happened in D Block that I totally forgot about at Lewisburg. So yeah, I'll be talking about it in Arkansas Department of Corrections. When I was there, it was natural, condoned, not condemned. Um, I know a guy who is older now that is actually has a lawsuit with the prison, the Bureau of Prisons, who I'm going to be a witness for. And in Arkansas, he was considered a straight up predator. I did not know him then. I've known him later in life. And well, let's put it this way. He kept a sex offender, child molester, on a leash in his cell for 7 days and did everything that you can imagine to him. That was in the 90s. Things have changed now. That's a true story. Well, we missed the slow progress in techno. Well, you missed the slow progress in technology. Jonathan Still, you went to prison with paid pagers, come home with iPhones. The world has changed. Did you ever see an iPhone in the prison? Jonathan Still, yes, I did see an iPhone, and I would not touch it for the life of me. Because everybody who touched it, made a phone call, always ended up getting locked up and sent somewhere else. And at the time that the iPhones or the phones came out in prison, I was on a different path for clear conduct in my life. Yes, I used drugs on and off through the last 10 years of my incarceration. But I wasn't nothing like the first 10. And uh, clear conduct meant a lot to me at that time, so I would not use a cell phone. By the way, I didn't go to prison when it was pagers; it was flip phones, all-tail flip phone. Damn, I didn't get the Javier James. So notification. So I didn't put out anything that says that. I just pushed the button. I said it's like 4:29. I'm like, I'm gonna go live right now. That's what happened. So you know, she's checking you. Okay, Joey 454. She's checking you. Check. She's not mean. She Joey. Okay, you're talking about Marta. Yes, you're right. You're right, Joey. She's also mean. She's also mean. Look, so I was with my high school sweetheart. We got married. No, no, junior high school sweetheart. We got married. We were just kids. We were kids who had kids and wanted to have. We got pregnant on purpose when I was 17 and she was 18. So kids who had kids and we were just babies. Got divorced because I was, went to prison and kept going, and we just had different paths in our life. And then I married the second wife, Barbara, a lovely Barbara, who was a volatile relationship, to say it lightly. Just crazy, man. You want to talk about being on methamphetamine? People saying stuff about me. Oh, you look like you're this or that. You look like you're high. You look like you're on pills. You look like you're on meth. You guys ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing until you're in a tree for 24 hours naked. that's where I went. So yeah, but Marta's harsh. I'm not gonna lie. Benny is good. We did a reporting about prison conditions, and I fucked up. So let's see. Jesus Christ. Okay, so family issues now. What's going on? Nice. I talked to like two of them. There goes another one. Hey, Convict, how are you? Irish Mob, good. What's going on, bro? Harvest of Sorrow. Nice to see you again live. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Mob Rats 1. Sup, Rob Finn Freak. Do you know Adam Brown from Hot Springs? Did the book about his life is incredible. They're making a movie out of it. No, Jonathan, I don't know. Maybe send me the book or send me what's the name of it? Adam Brown. So here we go. Adam Brown. Hot Springs. Okay. So actually keep these little notes after I'm done. Looking good, Robbie. Lee King Snatch. Okay, don't be a Jimmy or so flow. So do I have some of the final t-shirts I could show you guys? Just let me see if I can have some of the images. Where are they? That's not, no, we changed that one. Did she send me any? I was going to show you guys a couple of things. So the t-shirt, no, not all of them. A few, we got stuff ready to go. I can give you a link right now where to go buy Don't Be a Jimmy stuff. The problem is, and like I said earlier, in case you missed it, we want to make sure that it's coming all right. Okay. So we ordered some ourselves. So that's what we're waiting for. Because I was going to put the link out last night. I was going to do a live at like 9 o'clock and announce, we got Don't Be a Jimmy. And Marta's like, you always overpromise. You always do this. And she's right. So let's make sure everything's working correct. And then we'll go from there. So that's what happened. And I should have, and I just mentioned addiction. So here's another guy from prison struggling right now. Been trying to call me, blowing up my phone for 3 days, but he calls at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm not up. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He's called me at 1:32 a.m. This was 6 a.m. What's he doing? Think he might be on meth? Poor Dave. Anyway, man, I just wish I was in a better spot. I wish I was more stable to help a lot of these dudes. So I tell Marta all the time, these guys that call me, I'm like, man, I'm not the person these guys should be reaching out to. And she's like, well, even though you have your own demons to battle with, you kind of are. These guys looked up to me in prison, even when I was using at times, because I would listen. Yeah, so man, but it's so fucking sad. It's the same story over and over again. These guys aren't committing new crimes. They're going back to prison for using drugs. One of them, alcohol. And so if psychologist tells us it's a mental health issue, that means everybody's being all sent back for mental health reasons, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. People can disagree, whatever. It's just I just got one right now. That's what's crazy. I'm talking about it. Okay, so did Marta send me t-shirts? Okay, I got a good one for you guys right now. What's up with that? Can you guys see that? Born to rat. Oh, this poor bastard. Man. Okay, so oh shit. Where's the other ones? There's more. There's more. There's more. There's more. Where are you, Jimmy? Jimmy, 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 Jim, Jim, Jimmy, Jim. We changed that one. That was another one. I say we. This is me. She's just putting it together. This says so. Marta's really like she's not like, oh, this is funny or this is great. She's just doing whatever. She's got like no dog in this fight, no part of this. That's the best. That's the best face I want to use. I want to make that like the symbol right there. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So you guys can weigh in on that now. Here's another one. The little helmet for the MRE crowd. Also the different color helmet. Hold on. But we'll see. Boom. Oh man, oh man. There was that one, and I said no. I don't know. That might be. I don't know. So you guys can get an idea. Anyway, it is what it is. Well, you guys will see him soon. Let's see what you guys have to say about it now. I think the Dixie Mafia did some work with the gang from Philly at one stage. Johnny Leonard, what's up, bro? Lefty Guns. Paul, what's up, Lefty? Lefty's Guns. Montauk, what's up? Looking good, Robbie. Thank you. John Wolf, what's up, John Wolf? Oliver Sutton did David S. Cameron here with Oliver Sutton. Your chat is looking a little light, Bobby. Yeah, it is, but I haven't announced it, so it's cool. Man, like I said, I'm not a. There was 30 people here. I'd keep rocking. Not about that. Rob, there's a guy from Boston, and he's got out of one year. He did 36 years off and on. He's starting a channel called. Okay, yeah, you guys. I want you guys to know. Ron Gross, you're right. Right side up. Dean Wilkinson, and I just saw him today. Actually, it was on YouTube, but it was on Angel's show. I haven't watched any of that stuff in over a week. Any mob, man, it's been a while. I watched my video that I put up today, and David Cameron is well known. I watched and then right after that, one of Angel's stuff came on, and she was interviewing that guy. What's the slow progress in Techno? Okay, how looking good. What's up, Dixie Mafia? Your chat is looking a little light. David Cameron, what's up? What's in the cup? Mike's. What's in the cup? Mike's strawberry. Oliver Sutton, I'm sure he is. He doesn't miss a beat. Hi, everyone. Northern Irish banter. David Cameron won some awards on MobTube. I am well known, Finn Freak. Not too much gets past David Cameron. Finn Freak is, and then it puts, all right, you're welcome. Wolf has like 6 accounts. Robert, give me a wrench, bro. Lean King Snatch. Wolf is good at what he does. Why? So you can play Snatch God. Don't threaten me with a good time. You guys are. Rob, do you know if any COs brought a prisoner off to be taken care of by a prison gang? Irish mob. There's different ways that COs can have you fucked off by a prison gang or just prisoners in general. And yeah. So I'm trying to think of specific. So I'll tell you what, like something some COs have done. So if they don't like somebody, they'll write somebody's name up in a report saying that they snitched on somebody, and then they'll let that report like fall out on the range. They like do stuff like that. There's prison stories there, and if you guys missed it the other day, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I was getting ready to do a video, and at the last minute, it's not in here. I decided to start looking through prison content stuff, right? To be precise about a story. And when I did, I just started filing. Started going through all my prison stuff. So I have two big totes in that corner. One of them has a lot to do with websites, family stuff, and the other one's just strictly prison content. I now have so much prison content. Every time I pick up like a letter or something else, it's just more prison content. And what you're saying right there about COs getting guys fucked off by prison gangs, I've got stories about that that'll come out. Okay. On a leash. Yeah, it's done in UK prisons to announce during prison riots. We get them. Okay. Jason killed. No Benny tapes this week. No Benny tapes now. Right now. No. Bob, you got to go on Angel Gotti's channel sometimes. Jimmy Boy, I'm going to. She's invited me on. So you know why I don't have more interviews? And every week I say the same thing. So let me tell you something. Marty doesn't do anything with my technology during the week. Okay. On the weekends, she'll like do whatever. Why? Because she's gone like 10 hours a day. When she gets home, she is a very organized, routine person. So she'll walk in the door, she'll do this, and then she'll go and then she'll prepare like meal for tomorrow because she will not go out to lunch. She won't spend money with coworkers. She will prepare her meal. Then she will fold like her clothes for tomorrow, put them in a certain spot. Then she will do this. Then she'll do that. Then she'll do whatever. And then she works out for like an hour. The girl's a beast at working out. For real. For real. Like I'm not gonna like splits, legs behind the head, like just a beast. Meanwhile, I like sit and watch her like on the TV, look like a fucking Dunkin' stick. Look at that. You can see I'm gaining weight. Like I'm not bullshit. I'm like, yeah, babe. Yeah, do another one, babe. Fuck, I'm such a miserable fuck. Yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna go on Angel Shona, and yeah, I will. We had these mini phones in prison that had metal took out of them. Guess how they got in? Yeah, guards, Roy Munson. Second wife, John Wolf. Marta's my third wife. Barbara, very lovely, leaking consent. And I still got Barbara's name tattooed on my back. And Marta's been on me a little bit about that lately. Got any old videos of the swinger parties? No, Lee. No. So I had videos from when we were kids with me and my first wife, but that wasn't. There's a difference between the coke days and the meth days. I told the probation officer who did my pre-sentence report. If you guys ever miss this, I've talked about this before. So she was a very, very, very pretty girl who worked for U.S. probation. Her name was Susan Hickam. And she said, what is the difference? She goes, I went to Kansas City University and I did cocaine when I was at KU. This is what she tells me. This is already after I've been found guilty. I'm going to get life. Everybody knows I'm going to get life. There's no choice. So my lawyer came and I'm like, just split. We don't need you. It's just me and her, right? And she's like, so, I did coke, so I'm familiar. What's the difference? I never did meth. What's the difference between coke and meth? And I said, well, it's like this. Cocaine used to make me want to go to a hotel room with the girl, watch porn, and have her blow me. Methamphetamine made me want to go back to that same hotel room with two girls. Instead of watching porn, I wanted to make a porn with them. Is there any more? Can I say any more? That's what I told the U.S. probation officer. Yes, I did. What's up, Sean, bro? Montauk Westy, what up, Fin Freak? You can't handle the fin. What's up, Wetsies? What's up? Sean, hey, you following me? Is Joey Testa ever getting out of jail? Joey Watt? I highly doubt it. Jimmy's life will never be the same. Jimmy's life will never be the same. John Wolf. I should have went ahead and did the Jimmy the Jimmy Pittsburgh stuff, some of it today, but it's a little late now. It's 3:40. Yeah, so I'll do it in the video probably. Yeah, I don't want to overprompt. Yeah, so uh, Dell Strain, evening, Rob. You can't hold a gun of threat of loss of love, family, or freedom with addiction. Hold on, Dell Strain. You can't hold a gun of threat of loss of love, family, or freedom with addiction. Too complex, man. Okay, Dell. I'm trying to follow that. Um, hey, Dell, elaborate on that, please. PJ Florida vibes, LOM, perfect. That's Jimmy in his glory. Oh, you guys are talking about the Jimmy pictures. What's that? Well, let's hope Teston never gets out, Rude Iris. Joey Teston and I had something very personal. I've said many times that if you're going to let somebody out based on their conduct, then he should get a compassionate release. However, I'm also for the death penalty. So if you're going to base it off the death penalty, then he probably should have got death. Why am I for the death penalty? Because if somebody did something to somebody I cared about, or just in general, a neighbor that you can't get your hands on that person, then I'd want the state to kill him, and I'd want him to do it in 5 years or less. The appeals process are too long. I don't hate people on death row. I think that it's a bullshit process they got. One president comes into this, and that, it's all bullshit. But or governor. Uh, but I'm not in favor of life without parole, neither, because I've seen too many people. I've seen too many people that are old, broken, that would never commit a freaking crime, that have life without parole, and it's just a tragedy and a waste of taxpayer dollars to keep them in there. That's just my own point of view. Mine, nothing else. Gabavilla illusion. Wendell got a hold of me, but it's been a minute since Rhode hours. So Gabavella illusion. God, I hope I said that right. So Wendell got a hold of me, but I haven't talked to him again. And he did call me once within a month, and I've never heard back from him. Sherry Hitchcock was waiting to know if you did. Okay, you guys are all part of that. No. So he called me and I missed his phone call and he hasn't called back. I'm assuming he doesn't have phone privileges, because I would definitely talk to him. I mean, I want to talk. I've talked to him plenty of times after I did the video about him. Never, he was fine with it. Jimmy does, yeah, fuck. Shit, where did, okay, there you go. I like the one with the rat teeth in his head. Javier James. Rude Irish, I think Henry Barella got resentenced years ago. Henry Barella got resentenced? Jimmy deserves a lot more of the MRE helmet edition class. Yeah, right. So I want to do, there's going to be a helmet edition for the MRE crowd. How's it going, Rosso Gino? What's up? Eddie Cross, good evening. Good evening back. Adam Pictures Productions, nice one, Rob. Pain like Bane, what's up? Almost 90 here, 84. Yeah, so like I said, I don't put out, I just usually jam on it, like, just jump on. Common sense, you hear, Boot Hill Crew. Joey Watts, really, maybe if his behavior improved, he was just a scary guy. Hello, Ruby Tuesday. What's up, Rob? Javier James. Michael Thompson, leader of the AB. At one time, he's doing, Vlad said John Gotti was being protected by ABs. Ooh, Javier, you want me to give me go? I've said it many times of my opinion, or what I knew, what I know. Okay, that's what. So Michael Thompson, he was a big name in the ABs for sure. May 8th, that's on MB today on a live stream. May 8th. Okay, I don't know what that really is. I don't know the date. He's from Providence, Rhode Island. What's going on, Slick? Hit the likes, faithful felons, Del Strain. Mike Slick got yelled at by Joe today. Read my comment, important. Javier James. Read my comment, important. You're 100% right. Drugs and alcohol addiction should be treated as an illness. Harvest of sorrow. I mean, that's what the DMS says, right? So if the DMS is telling us that it's a mental disease, I'm going to do a video about it. Okay, I'm going to do a video about it. It's going to be about conditions of probation. It's too many of my friends are going down. I'm having problems with probation on certain things. I don't want to make it personal about them. I do not have anything wrong against my PO. gentle, but there's just, man, it's fucking insanity. That's all I'm gonna say. It is what it is, man. It sucks. Everyone is in love with Dean these days. Calm down, everyone. Jeez. So Dean, that's that guy, man. I was laying on the couch. I texted somebody and said, "Hey, this guy Dean, he sounds really good, really cool. He does." And a lot of things he said. He said writing. I forgot what he said. Writing kept me sober for a long time, and until it didn't, until I started writing high at times. But writing saved my life. It got me clear conduct. It got me home. Writing got me home. Uh, let's hear some before Rob went to prison stories. Gina. Norman Hopper, greetings, Rob from Australia. Norman, okay, Norman, and I'm going to have Bradley Nicolotis. How do you say Bradley's last name? Damn, I'm going to have him on soon. That's what I was going to say earlier. So I don't know how to do interviews without Marta pushing buttons for me. I have to do that because if I did, I would have interviews on constantly. That's the reason I haven't done all these interviews or had people on yet. We had Carmine Selly, Chucky. Marta did all that. When I was on with Lee or anytime, Marta's done all that. My Patreon account, I can't get on. I try by myself. I want to start on that account because people have been paying on that. I don't care if there's 5, 6 people on that. I'll do content just for that platform. Something different. Won't be like something here, but it's because of that. And today, so like she did something last night, and I pushed a button today, and it came up my email, and it said like there's a malfunction on this, and you can't get into this email account, and I freaking lost it. Like not to nobody, but my anxiety. I had to go lay down because my heart was skipping beats. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about that I'm dealing with right now. It's fucked up, and maybe if I talk about it, it'll be. I don't know. Gotti paid the ABC takeout. But the system moved the guy first. They weren't extorting Gotti, bit happily accepting his tribute for protection. Roy, look, and I'm going to go on Angel's show one day, and I like Angel. I got nothing against her. I'm not on these mob sides. Period. He paid money for somebody to be hit that I know of. I don't know what Michael Thompson's saying. And there was money that allegedly continued based on people that I know that were there. Okay. Now, one could say that Gotti then bought a prison gang because they liked John Gotti. I know that. They had big respect for John Gotti. I know that for a fact. So if you got tons of money and you can pay people, and you can have the ABs do whatever you want for some money, then you kind of bought a prison gang, right? So there's ways to look at that. That's just the truth. Stewart was just passing protection. Okay, so no, I agree with you. It's just being implied a lot lately. That's just the way I look at that. Rob just hit that chicken and broccoli for a month, bro. Jimmy boy, what? Oh, hit for weight, chicken and broccoli. Yeah. Were you ever locked up with any mob guys from Youngstown, Ohio? It was a huge mafia town in the area. To Timothy Overman. Not that I could recall at this moment, Timothy. No. Hans Graw was the only person from Ohio that I was locked up with that was mob tied. Hey, Rob, what's happening on vacation for days? Money never sleeps, pal. Mr. Mustard. Yeah, and I got a good comment from you today. I don't want to respond to you because you'll just slap me down on the next one. I already know you. I know how you roll. Roy Chew, I hear you on that. Girls act like a contortionist around me. I'd watch TV. I'd watch the show too. Roy. Javier, much respect. Crime ain't cool. Don't be a Jimmy. Norman Hope. Hey, Rob, I realize you have your channel. How do you feel everyone knowing about your private life, meeting your family? I say with respect, Norman Hopper. That's my choice, right? Right, Norman? How do I feel everyone knowing? So I put myself out there. I put myself all the way out there. My wife doesn't like it. My family sure hates it. But I mean, that it was my defense against them. There's times I regret it and times I don't. I have impulse issues, and that's a lot of what I do is based on impulse. This channel is all from the hip. I shoot from the hip. I know it needs to be professional. Mr. Mustard can tell you he's been there for a long time. I overpromise all the time, and I mean everything I say, and then it doesn't happen or something, you know. But as far as private life, you know, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I am who I am, you know. And I'll tell you what else will happen. Like one day I'll look back a year from now and I'll watch some of these and then I'll like learn and grow. Or I'll be like locked up and just go, wow, I fucked up. I shouldn't have said so much. I mean, you know, that's the truth. I don't think there are any more. I don't know that there's anybody as open and honest as I am on YouTube. I don't think so. The other day, when Marta and I came back, we got gas. No, we came back. I forgot. We were on the side by side and we took like the back route and I pulled out my iPhone and I started rolling on a video. And I was going to show everybody a video of where we live, like the town and or like you know the back roads. And I was passing on a back road and our town cop was there. He was usually not in this area. I was just showing everybody the woods, the mountains, the like different people how they live. I ran up on our neighbor who needs to have a video of his own. His name's Jim. He was voted most likely to succeed. Um, and I just started showing everybody this town and I had it and I put it on private and I was getting ready to put it up on YouTube. And what stopped me was there was two houses that I went by where people were on the front porch. And they know me. And one of them was kind of like, because they saw me like recording, was like kind of tripping out. Not this person's not involved in crime or nothing. But I was like, I don't really care. I wasn't putting addresses down, although I've been doxxed. It's not a secret where I'm at. I don't, and I can care less that way. I don't care about people knowing where I'm at in this town. Um, but I didn't put it up because there was people's faces that lived in certain houses that I just didn't want to do. There was like one house looked like it was on fire. Could have been like a meth lab blown up. No bullshit. So I was like, man, look at this. This could be like the local. And I was like, I'll hold back. But to go back to your question, uh, I don't care, Norman. It is what it is. It is what it is. So that's why I do it. I mean, so judges or family can't say, do you use OT not about love or lost liberty when people directed by court, Rob? Yeah, I know. Dale Strain. Jason killed. The BOP today is playing a lot of games with our loved ones that are in they playing the COVID way too much. No visits, contact. They're playing games now with the FSA program, Fair Sentencing Act program, or First Step Act programming. Jason killed. Bingo. Listen, and I said it in that video today. And if you guys have not watched the video I did about the key, please do so. And if you know Congress people, or if you are on, I should share that with BOP.gov and everything else. Um, that video needs to go place. That there needs to be people fired and congressional investigations on that. That's the truth. And look, I jumped on that a little prematurely because I have documents about that, but I just said, okay, let's throw it out there and see what happens. See what happens. So, and that ain't nothing. Um, it's a racket. It's a racket. There's good people that work in the Bureau of Prisons, the upper management or the executive staff. They're all just it's all just to get promoted, get as high up the ranks, as much money from the government dole as you can, and it does nothing to help with the prison populations, the recidivism rate, and the sentencing laws are way too fucked up. It's stupid. It is stupid that they put drug dealers in prison for such amount of time, and then the prisons are like saturated with drugs. People say, "Oh, Rob, you're talking shit about CEOs that are bringing in drugs," and that man, they're like helping us out because we've got nothing else to do. I get your point. But my point is, I want a different system. I want a prison system that actually helps people and works. You know, it's tough. It's contradictory. It's um, uh, controversial. Man, it's big ugly mess. But what's happening in there right now is a big ugly mess. Big ugly mess. Big ugly mess. Jimmy is gonna flip. Jimmy, do the Jimmy Pitt stuff. Can't wait for Jimmy to flip. Yo, Rob, call in the Pittsburgh guys. Gross. Wendell is only the sperm donor to my grandchild. Huh. He has tried to contact Sherry, but she don't. Okay, now I got you. Now I got you. Now I got you. Okay. So I have to say this then to the one who's making a comment about Wendell. So are you the one that wanted me to take the video down about him? Or is that the daughter? I never met like it was like never met. So when I'm doing the videos, it's not like I'm thinking about family stuff, you know. Sometimes afterwards I do. I bet the bear smelled very okay. So yeah, okay. Now I see where you're coming from. Um Luge Gap of I wish I knew how to say your name properly. Let me see if I can see your photo. She don't want anything to do with him. Uh wow, that's tough. I don't know what to say. I'm stuck on that one. I'm gonna tell you something about Wendell though. I don't know what you guys know about him. I'm sure he was a mess down there. Guy's got a big heart. He's got a big heart, but he's been in prison all his life, right? Yeah, so that's a little sad. I'm sad to see that, but I understand. I understand. What's up, Rob? Do 3540. I bet the bear smelled very similar to Lee Cole. Stop it, Mr. Mustard. Shouldn't nobody be in prison over drugs? So I was never ever for legalization. I swear to you, I was not. If we're gonna have crimes in this country, there needs to be a death penalty for introduction, for importation. It's stupid if there's not, right? Manufacturing, death penalty. But that's not going to happen. I'm not advocating for that. I'm stating a fact. That's what it should be. But the system they have now, the system in Arkansas is all these people, from what I know, that are all into this drug game, they all get busted in tell, if they get busted at all. And people will go back and deal with the same. It's just this big rat circle, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about informants. I hate to say that. I'm not saying everywhere. And I'm not saying across the line in Oklahoma where there's some gangs and some Universal Area Brotherhood gangs, which I'm going to do something about soon, that, people can't get taken out or hit. But I'm saying in general, it's all about the dope. It's all about getting high. And there's so much drugs, pills, meth, cokes up south, up north of town, north of Fayetteville, college town up that way. Um, I cannot believe that every freaking store, every little community sells torches and glass pipes, man. Torches and glass pipes. It's nuts. It's off the hook. It's there is no war on drugs. There is no war on drugs. And I cannot help but quote Stuart Nazette over and over again. Drugs are good, says Stuart Nazette, former NASA scientist. Drugs are good, says Stu. They weed out the dum dums. Go see the video about Stu Nazette. Hey, Rob, got some kid from the neighborhood to teach to tech for like $20. Rob, get some kid. Yeah, yeah. So Irish mob, Jimmy Boy. Um, so there's not anybody here that can teach me that for $20 or that let in the house. But I get what you're saying. Rob, Irish mob. I never knew I even had anxiety, bro. Never did. I did 15 and 0 at Dieter Andrew. Okay, so Illinois system, no joke, right? Did you know a guy by the name of Rick Wooten? Dieter Andrew, Rick Wooten. Couple life sentences, biker related. Called the shot on an informant, a girl, I believe, is how the story went. The guys went and got her, but they sexually assaulted her and then killed her. And then after she was dead, they sexually assaulted her again. He got charged for it. The imposter, 15 minutes. How can Tommy Reynolds get paroled and Fabrizio still incarcerated? Tommy Reynolds isn't out of prison yet. Joey Watts. Fabrizio's got a hearing. Norman Hooper, not sure if you have already should write a book, Rob. Like you said before about writing, words are important. Norman Hop. I've got 3 manuscripts done. They have to be redone. That's just prison about prison gang stuff. Bullshit. My autobiography or anything that's important or real. I can show you stacks like this big, and I don't, one day. One day, man. One day. One day it's all gonna change, right? I like Angel as well, and I have been a long time sub, but she can be a bit sensitive when it's something that may be negative about her. God, he's root Irish. Angel Gotti is down for her family, period. I admire that because of what I've gone through with my family. I even admire it more because it's pretty awesome when somebody sticks up for their family, no matter what. That's 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 why I dig Angel. That's why I dig Angel, right? Um, because I am just okay. You guys want so who asked me again about people knowing everything in my life? I go to therapy, right? Probation's made me go more because I'm crazy. Because I've caused all the problems with my family, and I'm on everything. So anyway, been talking to this girl for like a month. I talk, she just goes, and finally she said, "Got a lot of issues, Mr. Rasa. Which one do you want to work through first?" And I said, "I better start with my family because at the heart of it is my family." And it is sad and it freaking pains me to know that there is no amending it. There's no amending it. There's no forgiving this one. It ain't gonna happen. You can't actively try to put me back in prison. You can't be controlling my mom and controlling my other sister to do things if you're the control freak on the hill. You can't do what you've done and me be okay with it ever again. You got to cut poison out of your life when people are hurting you. You got to get rid of them. And I shouldn't feel bad about it, and I do. It crushes me. I swear to God, it crushes me. It fucking hurts deeply, deeply, man. Okay, man, you're good, man. Thanks for answering. You are dead set, open, and honest. Thanks, Norman Hopper. And that's another answer for you. Man, bro, I used to play spades with Cannibal, who was about 80 pounds wet. Okay, Peter Andrew, Cannibal. I'm trying to think. Was Cannibal one of the guys that was involved in that? Imposter, I believe meth heads make the worst. Peter Andrew. So meth heads make the worst size. Man, there's nothing worse in prison than doing methamphetamine and coming down. You feel so locked up. When I did meth in prison, so when's the last time I did it? I did it in 2015. Once. Was it 2015, 16? But they had some in Terre Haute for a second. So I just planned on like getting some and like getting just like jerking off for like a night. I just and when you come down, you are so incarcerated. My life sentence felt like 25 life sentences, like mentally. It was horrible. Talk about what you know, last federal co-ed prison tiger in Spokane. One hell of a place. I have a lot of respect for you. You say and do shit that most what it most importantly, you're honest, like it or hate it. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, meth heads make the worst sellies. Talk about what you know. Okay. Did you get messed with a lot from local cops or probation? Do you get probation? Where are you at? Let me go back. Mr. Mustard. Okay, Rob, I have a lot of respect for you too. Okay. Jeremy Smith. It's probation and it's sad because it's family related that started it, but it's my actions also. Okay, Jeremy? To answer your question, my actions have caused it as well. Add moderator. Mr. Mustard, there you go. So, Jeremy, family started it. My actions don't help, okay? And it's not local. Not local at all. Local is the opposite. Local knows the truth, okay? People forget how bad crackheads were, the imposter. Yeah, so I would rather listen to me, the imposter's imposter. If I ran a prison store, if I sell drugs in prison, I would rather sell to a crackhead than somebody who smoked K2. K2 people in prison are worse than crackheads. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, bro, it's what it is. You're a friendly man. I like your laugh, not in a cringy way. You're a full life, Norman. Thank you. Heads, keep exposing the fake and spreading the love to the real. Splash 135. Thank you. Indiana hillbilly, keep exposing terrible Indiana hillbilly. Hold on to your hat, bro. Hold on to your hat. Hold on to your hat. And to all correctional staff, if anybody is listening to me now or in the future, it is nothing personal against the staff, the people that live in the community, whose families are in Terre Haute, go to the schools, who play baseball, who play football, who are part of that community. It is not about you. There's a lot of good correctional staff in Terre Haute. There's a lot of pieces of work. Executive staff is really the ones to blame for a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be putting out. Remember that, please. When are you going to talk about the Pittsburgh Clownder stuff, or is it not? Or is it not solid? So it's not that it's solid. It's just kind of repeating, Roy, a lot. And to be honest, I was talking to one of the guys the other day, and it's just kind of like repetitive. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, Roy. That's what it comes down to. John, would you Washington State, hell no, man, need to be legalized? What are you saying? The imposters. So drugs. When it gets back to drugs, I said that I was never for legalization, and I probably misspoke. I probably didn't continue. I think I am now because it's too far gone and it doesn't make sense. Look at Oregon. What's going on in parts of Oregon that have legalized it? I haven't looked at the numbers and statistics. All those could be fake as well. Got to be careful on that. I see families of people that like my son or daughter overdosed, and we need to put this drug dealer away. I get it. I get the pain. I've seen people overdose. Devastating. And I'm not saying that there aren't dealers who push. What I'm saying is the drugs get here because they let it in most cases. They let it in. And so, again, the DEA, what the fuck would the DEA do if they stopped all the drugs? I mean, well, if they really did their job and we stopped, like, especially in the cocaine 80s, they'd work themselves out of jobs. What makes sense, right? Warzone Drugs is a sham, shows the zombies. In UK, the solid credit for needle. And what? Okay. In UK, they sold citric, a needle, and wipes and kits for $8 in the 90s. And Dale Strain, do you agree that they should be doing like that? That they should be selling kits like that? There are fentanyl heads, not meth heads, in Kingston, PA. Roy Munson. If he's the same Rick, and he offered help with many young punk biker soldier that whined about me not letting him watch my TV. Peter Andrew. Looks like the worst place on earth most days, just waiting to die. I never seen anything like it, not even the crack epidemic. Roy Munson. Rob, what's up? The Argo Show, what's up, Argo? UK prisons are full of synthetic drug spice. It's everywhere too. The meth heads, when they got together talking about that shit, they jabber at light speed how to make it. Yeah, Rob, all the best with the book. I had a psychologist give me a 6-month seg C grade and more time because I wouldn't answer the frickin' question. The Hondurans are taking over the West Coast. Wow, Sean. Fort Smith, full of them, full of Hondurans. And you know what? So I think I told you guys before, my wife and I know Hispanic couple, and they have friends who are Guatemalans and Hondurans. And man, the ones that are here, really good people. Really, really, really good people. And I'm not one of these let them run across the border and flood the United States kind of guy. Never have been. The people in the circles that I know, not legal necessarily. Very good conservative people. And by the way, everywhere you go in Fort Smith, help wanted, help wanted. 40,000 people coming across the border a month, help wanted. I mean, so I don't know. Don't know. Mr. Probation Rob is trying to improve understanding on a whole positive and in no way glamorizing, as it's horrific to most people to have. Mr. Probation Rob is trying to improve understanding and on whole a positive and in no way glamorizing it, as it is horrific to most people to have of it. We need free voice. Okay, Dale, I'm just trying to make out trying to figure that out to talk. Mr. Rob, the real Blamsky, what's up? Okay, Philly. Okay, thank you, the real Blamsky. So, I'm trying to think. I drew a blank. I thought of one of the Philly guys that I knew real well, and I just drew a blank. I was going to ask you if you knew him. CEO is responsible for humanity. Argo, my God, peace up. Okay, guess what? So I've been on an hour. So if PO watches it, Rob. Oh, they do. Probation judge, everybody watches this. It is what it is. It is what it is. What can I do? They do. They do. They watch it. They watch it. Being harm minister came along a lot, but stuttered to all drugs should be legal. People functioning, not demonized. Dale, so am I going to be? I am going to really, my criminal justice thing that I don't know where to get started. It's going to be on probation. It's going to be on probably on the drug issue probation, because it's personal, and more so because I've got so many people that I know. I talked to a friend out of an armed robbery the other day. I did. Guy that has nothing left, can't stop getting high. Oh man, anyway. So then another one who was, yeah, shit. I can't go there right now. Can't go there. All right. So Marta's going to be home here in a few. I'm going to go ahead and go. Never really expected. So I got like 80, 90 people in the chat on and off today. The high. Didn't really care. Figured it'd be about 50 to 60 to be honest. I got to start putting notices out before I do. Again, it's kind of like bang, 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 shoot from the hip. Tomorrow's video will probably be about cheese. If you guys don't know what cheese is, it's heroin. It's a kinder, gentler form of heroin that guys did intentionally. And I interviewed somebody about it. And he has no remorse. It's a little cold-blooded, but the way he did it. But anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I appreciate you guys being in the room. I hope Switzerland legalized have less. Scotland, drug deaths highest in Europe, failed for decades. Okay, Dale. Yeah, smack with benzos. Smack with benzos. I've never been a benzo guy. But do the prison system still have workforce job development? Rob, what do the prison system still have? Workforce / job development programs? Alexander, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I gotta go though. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Have a good one. I don't know. So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow probably won't do live because I'll be on for Portsmouth late. Marta wants to come. Marta's been saying we got to do a live together, but that probably won't happen until the weekend, most likely on Sundays, unless it just depends. It just depends. Yeah, there'll be videos coming out every day this week. I can promise you that. I can promise, and I won't overpromise. Easy on the Fifi. I don't need a Fifi. Take care and safe on the trails. Watch the sheriffs. Not the sheriffs. Sheriffs don't bother me. Trails don't bother me. I don't want a group of people bother me. Take care, you guys. I'm going.